The time is 7:30 a.m. on September 12th, 2022. Here I am at the border crossing between France and Spain in Samport, France, about to start the Camino de Santiago. I'm excited, I'm scared, I'm nervous, I'm looking forward to it. So many things are going on, but this is where the journey starts. So far, I have gone just over 3 kilometers. It's about 30 kilometers for the first stage today. Whew, tired. Just after 12 o'clock now, I've done about 12 and a half kilometers. I was hoping to do 30 today. I'm not sure if I will make it that far, but this is so it's my second day. It's September 13th. It's about 9 a.m. I started an hour ago from the city of Jaca. I spent my first night in one of the albergues there. Met a few people, including a group of 5 people from Taiwan. So it was good to practice my Mandarin a little bit and catch up with them. And I'm more or less walking with, though they've left me a bit, some others. A father-son team from the Canaries, Ramon y Morces, and another man from Madrid by the name of Paco. Unfortunately, I didn't sleep very much last night because Paco snores very loudly and kept the room awake. But oh well, on a rainy morning, here I am back on the Camino. And there's my group a ways up ahead. So my group left me. I decided to rest a little bit more, but then about 4 kilometers later, I found them having lunch and I decided to continue walking because it's clear at the moment and it has been raining off and on. And I thought I better take advantage of the break in the weather to continue walking. I'm beginning my third day. It's Wednesday, September 14th, 2022. I think the time is about 7:30. I'm in the village of Ares, where I spent the night in a fantastic albergue with the host, the volunteer host, Jose Luis and Piedad, and with the same group that I was walking with yesterday, and also met a couple of more Spaniards and a couple of Germans. Jose Luis gave us a tour of the village last night, which included entering into the little chapel and the Count's Tower. Fantastic experience in this little village. I will miss this, and I hope many more like this are to come. So it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The walk is continuing. I decided to walk a little further. Over there on the hill is the town of Ortellera, where I had planned to stay. That was a 17-kilometer walk from where I had started this morning. But I'm feeling really good on this third day, so I decided to walk a little further. I'm trying to make it to the next town with an albergue, which is Ruesta, which is about 10 kilometers beyond that, 8.5 more from this point. Okay, so it's Thursday, the 15th of September at about 7:30. Just starting out on, I think, the 4th day. I slept last night in Ruesta, which is a gorgeous village, but it's in ruins. Ruins of a castle and a church. Really, the albergue is the only building that's habitable. I started walking for about 10-15 minutes, come across a little hermitage building in the forest. It seems like it's going to be a climb this morning, but it's beautiful so far. And so far, I'm having a great time. on the Camino, especially just meeting people, seeing some places, and spending some time inside my head walking along. Mostly staying with the same core group of people I met a few days ago. We've lost one or two here along the way and picked up one or two, but so far it's been a great decision to have done the Camino now. I'm having a wonderful time, and I hope this continues. It hasn't been easy. 3 days, 84 kilometers so far. One of the great things about the Camino is the history. These are the remains of a Roman road. So for each of these first 4 days, I've walked through many areas with wild blackberries growing. It's been nice to have a little fruit along the way. So I'm leaving the region of Aragon, crossing into the region of Navarra. I've arrived and checked into the albergue in Sangüesa, first town in the region of Navarra. In front of me there is the Bull Arena, and there are a lot of fencing down the street because tomorrow morning at 8 they actually have the running of the bulls here, because this week are the fiestas in this town. Good morning, day 5. It's Friday, September 16th. At about 7:20 in the morning, I started walking about 30 minutes ago. I spent last night in the town of Sangüesa. Left a little bit earlier today because they have the running of the bulls this morning. And if I had stayed to see that, I would have been trapped in the city for probably another 2.5–3 hours. And since I have a 30-kilometer walk today, I wanted to get started. The evening yesterday, hanging with the group. Today we've lost one of the members of our group, Helmut. He decided to stay in town another day to enjoy the festivities there in Sangüesa. Hopefully I'll see him somewhere along the way, since to this point he's the one I've bonded with the most. And we had some really great deep conversations last night hanging out. So it's 3:35. I just arrived at the albergue in Montreal. It was a pretty good day today, although it was very windy the last part of the walk, but in general a really good walk. But coming in from the river down below, it looked pretty nice. So the time is 7:25 on Saturday, September 17th. I'm here in Montreal, getting ready to start the 6th day of the walk, hoping to make it to Puente de la Arena, which is a 30-kilometer walk. Feeling good after a pretty good night's sleep. The albergue from last night, there were 9 or 10 of us there, all trying to share one toilet. Not the best situation as far as that goes. There in the distance is the city of Pamplona. Trying to decide if I want to spend an extra night in this area and have a day trip tomorrow into the city, or if I just want to keep walking or just have my rest days in the smaller villages. The first time on this trip, starting to get fall colors naturally, and not because of drought, that is. Up ahead lies the village of Manyaru. When I get there, I will have done 36 kilometers today, over about 10 hours. 5 kilometers back, I went through Puente de la Arena, but it was a complete circus. The Camino Aragonés had ended and joined with the Camino Frances about 2 or 3 kilometers before entering Puente de la Arena, and a lot of people, a lot of pilgrims were walking that route. I went from walking by myself and no one around to practically being in a group. There were tour buses full of people coming to see the churches and medieval bridge, which gives the town its name. And evidently they're also having their fiestas there this week. I decided, despite being very tired, to press on the additional 5 kilometers to Manyaru. Just goes to show how popular the Camino Frances is. But now hitting the Frances, just massive numbers of people. It's Sunday, September 18th at about 8 a.m. There's a town of Seriaku, about 2 kilometers from where I started. First day walking entirely on the Camino Frances. So it's now 9:30 and I've stopped for breakfast in the village of Lorca. Seen a lot of pilgrims passing by. So it's just after 11 o'clock and I'm entering into the village of Estella. This is my shortest day, about 17 kilometers. I plan to stay here tonight. Because the French route has been so busy, I called ahead to book a room. Been a lot of people out walking today. Morning. So it's Monday the 19th of September at about 7:20. Just now leaving Estella, heading today about 22 kilometers to Los Arcos. Didn't sleep so much because there were 12 of us in the room and some came in late and others were up at 5 a.m. making a hell of a lot of noise, which then turned into an argument between those who were up making noise and some of us who were trying to sleep. So the Christian spirit of consideration is definitely not on display so far on the Camino Frances. Same thing happened yesterday in line at the hostel. I got there about 45 minutes before the place opened and we put our backpacks in a line along the wall to mark our place. Of course, then when they opened, people tried to jump the line, which turned into a physical fight between a man and a woman. A bit of craziness, so I hope things improve as I continue here on the community. So many people, and this is not even half of us, because there was a place where the Camino split, and probably, at least when I was walking, I saw more people take the other road that was a little bit shorter, but with fewer towns and services. I chose this one because I wanted to find a place to have breakfast, which I did. 8 o'clock on Tuesday, September 20th. I've been walking since about 6:30 today. The nice thing is you got to see a bit of the Milky Way as we walked in the darkness. And in front of me is the town of Torre del Rio. And I've just passed through Sansol. I'm going to try to make it to Logroño today, which is about 28 kilometers total.